in-law tried to get me deported by telling ICE our marriage was fake. She didn't expect her accomplice to testify against her. I was 6 months pregnant when the ICE agents showed up at my restaurant. Middle of lunch rush, place packed with customers, and these two officers walked straight to the kitchen asking for me by name. My sous chef Miguel went pale. Everyone went quiet. They pulled me into my tiny office and started asking about illegal gambling in the back room. We didn't even have a back room, just a walk-in freezer and dry storage. But someone had called in a tip saying I was running an underground casino, and my marriage to Derek was fake for a green card. I'd been married to Derek for 3 years. Real marriage, real green card, real love. Well, I thought it was real love until I got home that night and found him sitting in the dark living room with his mother Patricia. We need to talk, he said. Patricia was holding his hand like he was about to deliver terrible news. She'd been working on him for weeks, showing him these Facebook messages from my supposed cousin back in Mexico, talking about our arrangement. The messages were detailed. They knew things about our life, about our wedding, about how we met. Why haven't you added me to your bank account yet? Derek asked. Patricia had coached him well. It's been 3 years. Because you said you didn't want to deal with the paperwork, I reminded him, but Patricia jumped in. That's what someone would say if they were planning to leave. She turned to Derek. Remember when Manuel got engaged? She cried for hours. Manuel was my ex from 8 years ago. I hadn't cried. I'd had allergies that week, but Derek was looking at me like he'd never seen me before. He moved into the guest room that night, said he needed time to think. My parents were in Mexico and I couldn't visit because leaving might mess up my immigration status. I'd never felt so alone. The pregnancy complications started a week later. Stress, the doctor said. I needed bed rest, but I also needed to figure out who was trying to destroy my life. My coworker Maria gave me the first real clue. Weird seeing your mother-in-law at the library yesterday, she mentioned while I was doing inventory from my laptop at home. She was using their computers for like 2 hours. Patricia had a brand new MacBook at home. Why would she need the library computers? I convinced my friend at the library to let me see the security footage. There was Patricia, hunched over Terminal 3, creating Facebook profiles. The same profile that had been messaging Derek about my fake cousin. During Sunday dinner at Patricia's house, I was helping clear plates when I saw it. A receipt sticking out of her purse for a burner phone. My hands were shaking as I memorized the number. That night, I used *67 to call it. Patricia answered on the second ring. Is this about the Mexican girl? I was expecting your call. I held my breath and stayed silent. She should be gone by Christmas. Then Sarah can move in with Derek. The baby complicates things, but Sarah says she'll raise it. I was recording everything on my other phone. Sarah was Patricia's church friend's daughter, recently divorced, been coming to family dinners lately, always touching Derek's arm when she laughed, always asking about our relationship status. My neighbor Tyler helped me trace the IP addresses from those fake profiles, all coming from Patricia's house. We found her search history on a tablet she'd left logged in at the library. How to report fake marriage to ICE, and deportation process timeline, and what happens to anchor babies. She'd been planning this for months, every search timestamped, every fake message carefully crafted. She'd even researched what kind of evidence ICE needed to fast-track a deportation. The hearing was set for December 15th. Patricia showed up as a concerned citizen witness. She had a folder thick with evidence, photos of me looking sad that she'd taken at family dinners, transcripts of overheard phone calls that never happened, a whole story about how she'd tried to accept me but couldn't watch her son live a lie anymore. She cried on the stand, real tears, talking about how much she loved her son and just wanted him to be happy. The ICE prosecutor was eating it up. My lawyer waited until she was done. Then he played the recording. Patricia's face went white. That's not, I don't know what that is. We showed the search history, the IP addresses, the messages between her and Sarah planning my replacement, the security footage of her creating the fake profiles. Derek stood up. His hands were shaking. Mom, what did you do? I was protecting you, Patricia said, but her voice was small now. The judge asked her directly about each piece of evidence. She contradicted herself 3 times in 5 minutes, said the recording was fake, then said it was out of context, then said she didn't remember. ICE confirmed the anonymous tips came from her phone number. Sarah got subpoenaed and admitted everything. Patricia had promised her Derek would marry her after I was deported, even showed her my wedding ring, said she could have it. They arrested Patricia right there, making false statements to federal agents. Derek served her with a restraining order in the courthouse hallway. She got 6 months house arrest and a massive fine. Our daughter is 2 now. Patricia's never met her.